The year is 61 AD and Rome's dominion over Britain is threatened. Boudica has rebelled against the Roman legions. Her armies are vast. The Iceni hordes have gathered. Now Rome's professionalism and discipline must come handy in this battle here. This is the Battle of Watling Street, as 10,000 Romans take on 100,000 Iceni. What's up, guys, and welcome back. We're here with another DEI historical battle for you today, and this is the Battle of Watling Street, which is the major battle in the Boudica Revolt, which is in 61 AD, as we were saying. And yeah, Boudica, basically after being demanded to pay tribute, and then like her city being sacked, and her daughters were raped and like whipped as well, I believe, by like the Roman soldiers. So yeah, basically Boudica didn't take that very well. I don't think she would, to be honest. And yeah, she rebels along with various other Britannic tribes as well. But the Iceni are the main ones that take part in the rebellion. They are sort of like in I don't really know what to describe where they are. Sort of like north. Like east part of like Britain, but like not too far north. Like I guess middle east part of Middle East part of Britain. I don't know what that is. It's somewhere in Iraq apparently. But yeah, so it was a Roman victory. It was the Battle of Watling Street. So basically the Iceni are on the road down to London at this point, and the Romans are in the way. They have two like sort of tree lines that they kind of have to fight between, and the road is in the middle, and we found a pretty good map for that. I felt like here with the Romans here defending this road, we have a bit of a forest over on this side, and then we have a forest on this side as well. The Iceni have put some sneaky troops over here, which is okay. It's not like breaking the rules too much. I mean, they've got like a couple of units over on this side here, and they've got a few in the forest, which is fine. They wouldn't have like just stopped at the forest. Certainly not the Iceni, who are like light troops, like excel in places like forests and bogs. You can see already Javis going out from these cohorts. We have got plenty of ragtag units being put together here. So the 14th Legion is the only Legion that was present. Unfortunately, we don't have the 14th Legion. We have the 7th here, but which is also called the Gemina, though. Both the 14th and the 7th were both called the Gemina. So it kind of like checks out. We are also using the, along with DI, we're also using the Imperial Legions submod, which I'll both leave links for in the description of this video, and that basically adds loads of unique and historical sort of looks for your legions. And there is a DEI converter that works, which looks awesome. Look at that, like Legio 7th Gemina looks great. It's the banner there. We also have the 20th is here, but unfortunately the 20th is also not in the submod. I thought they had every single legion, but they don't. Unfortunately, they have most, but not every single one, and unfortunately not the two we needed. So we have the 9th Hispania here, which everyone knows about. It's the Lost Legion, and the 9th also was sort of involved in Boudica. It didn't quite arrive in time to help at Watling Street, and it was based in Britain. So that's why we're using the 9th instead. You can see the Centurion, he's ready to go. He's not messing about. And then we've got plenty of reservists as well. We've got lots of cohorts Evocata, which, if you don't know what an Evocata legionary is, it's usually a veteran who is either re-enlisted or is in the reserves and has been called up. So we have a lot of them, and there were a fair amount of veterans being based in Britain at the time. A place called Calmodunum, which is Colchester nowadays, and that was sacked by Boudica in like weeks before this battle. So this is so yeah, plenty of them, and we have also got a few of the where are they? The Legionari Clibanorum, which are the very, very elite like infantry for the Romans. They've got two of these units here, and if you played enough DI, you know these are down there called Imperial Cataphract Legionaries. Imagine having a Cataphract infantry unit. These guys are tough to kill. We also have the Coles Aquilai. We have the one for the 7th Legion here, the 300-man unit. We also have the 9th one here as well. And here we go. The battle has gotten underway, and the first wave has been sent in, and the 9th are getting into work. They're doing their best. We have also got various auxiliary units. I actually did what the General Suetonius did in history. He put his on the flanks, his auxiliaries. So I've got my Illyrian auxiliaries here fighting. I really wanted to do this battle because I've been recently reading about Simon Scarrow's like new book, which actually focuses on the Boudicca Rebellion. Also, this is just a very cool battle, and one of the largest, I guess, in ancient history. Apparently, there was over 100,000, maybe 200,000 Celts. It's unlikely there was. More probably than, like, there was tens of thousands. And Roman historians did beef it up a little bit. There is quite a bit of a push going on here by the Iceni. There's a lot of troops over here. We did say not to flank too much like this, and this was up for great debate after the battle, how much they were supposed to flank, because we did say you're supposed to just try and punch through the center here. The idea is just to get to the far end, to get to the red line with whatever units you can. But you can't flank too much, because the idea is that it is quite very dense forest. Obviously, we have to work with what maps there are. There is no Watling Street map. There is a cavalry charge taking place over here, though. And that is pretty brutal at the moment. Cavalry is going to do very well against its light infantry. Well, it hasn't actually done that one, but it should. This, like, Equite Legionnaire, this is a legionary cavalry unit, should do okay. And we also have got the Batavian cav on the far flank as well. They actually went for charge over here. The Batavians are a little auxiliary cav unit, which is where they got most of their units, most of their cavalry units, auxiliaries. But they look awesome with the Batavians. A really strong and loyal auxiliary unit that the Romans can really rely on. You can see here they're doing a decent job with these Illyrians. They're holding the line, and we've got more troops coming in now. These Uragria, which are another light infantry unit. I think these are like well, just another light infantry. I don't really know a lot about the Iceni units in DEI. I barely know enough about the Roman ones in DEI. I don't play enough DEI to be good at this game. We've got some Cohors Nervion here, which is like a Nervii. He's a Belgian auxiliary unit. They're holding the line. We have got a lot of flanking going on here. This isn't too insane. We've got the 7th Legion over here holding the line in this forest. I imagine this benefit. I don't know if there's a debuff for legionaries fighting in a forest. I imagine there could be, because they are heavy infantry. That would be something the DI would add. But they look awesome to this Imperial like Legion submod adds, and they have like just gives them like different variety and like helmets, like golden ones and stuff like that, which is legit. Like, I mean, the Roman army, like, it seemed to have like, been really well uniformed. It pretty much was, but some of them did vary. Some of the legionaries did vary in kit. Some preferred like these the scale armor. Some preferred chainmail. Throughout history, that was a common thing. Helmets, it was pretty more uniform, but maybe not in color. I guess you could maybe have a different colored one. Guess that could be a thing. Cohors Tungorum holding the line here as well. A spear unit. Like, even the Cohors unit should do pretty well. The whole. I went with more of like Germanic and Celtic units being used, because that kind of was what was being used really in Britain, because they were the ones used to that sort of terrain. We've gone over here, we've got more Cohors Navorum. Holding the line, I mean, the first wave of Britons has been pretty easy dealt with. The flank over here has kind of come to play. They've actually just kind of really set themselves up just to try, like, I thought they were going to come charging out this forest and just flank us there. They didn't. Obviously, the big threat for the Iceni, what their biggest superpower is the chariots. The chariots are pretty damn nasty. DI chariots can mow units down. They are already starting to get shot at. These are Senna here. Medium chariots going in. I think maybe some others have also taken a charge on this side as well. Yeah, you can already see these guys going in here. These are the weak ones. These are Arioia Senna. And they're being stopped by a general, and also I think by just generally like jabby fire here from the cohorts. The spears still holding the line here. But yes, if you're enjoying seeing DI content, would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and the comment shows support. It really does help out the channel, guys. And yeah, I really do appreciate it. As we work towards like 9k subs, I can't thank you guys enough for the support. Just keep it up, really. Cav like seems like it's done a decent job here. These Equite Legionaries seem like they've done a decent job clearing out the chariots, but I'm not so sure. And we've got spears over here as well, just dealing with this unit that's just on its own. I don't know what happened there. They dealt with that pretty easily. And more and more going onto this flank here, which, like we were saying, is a bit of a dubious thing. The cohorts there getting weaker and weaker. This unit already down to 86 and like wavering. The Romans fighting hard in this forest still. Kill as many as you can. These damn barbarians. Roma Invicta. Already a unit breaking. That is a huge issue there. Rome's already losing some units. They need to use their jabbies where they can as well. Those jabbies are like deadly against this light infantry that the Iceni can bring. The Ninth still holding on strong here. In the center they're holding. A very valuable position to hold. Victory for Rome. Oh, we've got a shock infantry coming in here. Clodagos, a really nasty unit. It's a heavy melee infantry, and they have a double-handed sword in hand. You might be able to see it there. But yeah, the Romans must hold the line there as well. I think they can do it. But certainly feel like I'm going to use this Imperial Legion submod a bit more. Especially when we know what historical units are being used. Certainly make it a bit more cinematic, I feel like. But yeah, Cohorts Galorum here that was just cut down. The auxiliaries are much weaker. We've got another Cohorts Galorum up here. It's going to try and hold the line. And yeah, they're trying to hold back these. This is a 200-man unit. I mean, they might be able to do it. They're asking a lot of that little auxiliary unit. We've got Cohorts Carter here. They need to be careful to the legionaries that they don't get shot in the back, because that is how you get kills with missiles in this game. Shooting front on, certainly at heavy armored legionaries, isn't going to be so effective. Shooting into the back of them though, you've got to give yourself a half a chance. And we're seeing cavalry now move over here. We've got a general, we've got Equites Singulares. This is the governor, Suetonius himself, leading a charge. And in he goes. It wasn't really a charge. He kind of stopped at the last second there. That was not a great charge. We have a second charge coming from one of the other officers here. A Legatus, maybe the 9th. And he's coming in. He's going to charge in. He needs to right now. He's going to charge. Hit these boys before they hit you. There they go. That wasn't a bad charge. And yeah, I mean, very light infantry should be mowed down by this heavy command. We'll see. I mean, Rome right now kind of clearing up the Iceni in front of them, which is good to see. But over on this side, yeah, you can see the Iceni just keep flanking around. They just keep finding another flank, and they keep flanking around. And this was just getting a little bit too extreme. I wasn't very happy with this. I should have really told them to maybe stop, because this is kind of like defeating the point. We're trying to punch through the center over here. And then the Romans here now are sending their Cohorts Aquili, and in they go. They're going to try and hold this. Line. I think they're taking on Tesca Lugos, which I think is like the more elite infantry. Because historically, actually, before the Boudica Rebellion, there was a earlier rebellion by some Iceni nobles, and the Iceni were punished by having their arms taken from them. Not literally their arms, like their swords and their spears and it's like any weapons of war they had, and their chariots. But the Iceni did stockpile some hidden. But they, so that's why a lot of these troops here are like light infantry, to represent like the units that don't have like actual weapons maybe of war. They just have, I don't know, maybe a dagger or like an axe or a spear, something that you'd maybe have around the house. We've got the Legionari Clipanorum going in here, trying to hold the line. And they're trying to push back this flank of here, which is getting a little bit out of control, to be fair. They could do with maybe also doing some rear charges with generals, if they could. Try and rear charge some of these light troops. I don't know if it would be possible. The Romans are starting to quaver in a few areas. There's also another Cohorts Nervorum there. That's starting to waver. I mean, balance of power is looking ridiculously bad for Rome. But they have the ability that they can do it. I mean, this Cohorts alone has killed 155 men. We've got another unit over here, the Hispania, that's starting to waver. But the Romans starting to make good progress up here as well, killing a lot of Iceni off. Also dealing with the flanking charge pretty easily. The Cohorts Batorvarium still alive. The Batmian Cav basically still alive. Got 94 kills, not doing too bad at all. They could hammer and anvil a few charges. That would also do very, very well. But as you can see, the state of the line, it's still not really moved. The Romans are holding the line for now. The road to London is safe, or Londinium, as it would have been called. It is safe. And you see the general going in, trying to do some damage, trying to rear charge some of these spears, maybe break them. I mean, morale there is 10 to 50%. That's not great. Same on this side over here for like some of these cohorts. Not looking great. I mean, the general over here is doing a pretty decent amount of damage. If you can rear charge some of these units, then you can turn this fight around. That is for sure on this left flank here. What they got over here was this. Just like a load of like slingers or something like that they've got set up here. I don't know what they're focusing down. I really don't know, actually. The only thing is, there's only cohorts holding this line, though. Cohorts Tungorum here holding the line. If they break through the spear unit of auxiliaries, they have a good chance of winning. This is the cohorts Aquili here in the front line of the 7th Legion. Hold, men of the 7th. Hold. If they can do it. I mean, they're routing troops still left, right, and center. Oh, we got a chariot in behind it. Oh, boy. That's going after a general who's in really bad shape. I don't know if Cav really stops chariots and DI, but they tried anyway. Definitely some working. They're winning. Oh, we're going to see a big rear charge here. A lot of Romans here as well. All blobbed up. This is going to be a nasty rear charge by the chariots. And in they go. Wasn't an effective charge, but it's doing a lot of morale damage. It doesn't look like they just spray units everywhere like they do maybe in vanilla. But they did. They're trying to pull through, which is fine. The chariots are allowed to pull through. It's what they're designed to do. And they broke 2 units of legionaries, which is huge, because that's a lot of men being broken there. And there's another unit over here, 78, that's wavering as well. Cohorts Evercarter, these veterans, sick and tired of war. They don't really want to fight one more time, but here they are, fighting for Rome. And there you go, the chariots broke, but it cost them a lot. I mean, I imagine they killed a lot of guys. About 100. But they routed more than I think they killed, which is just as important. A general engaged over here, holding the line for now. And there you go. I mean, the Romans here holding the line as well. I mean, they got these just like, I mean, look at that. The sword's losing. The general is not in a good way. And another clash of Romans and Britons going in. Kill them all. Kill them all. These cohorts Evercarter. Yeah, if you want to get involved in some DI scenarios or want to send in your own DI replays that you may want to have then cover on the channel, I'm always looking for more. Feel free to send them in to my Discord. The link's down below in the description. I say it like nearly every video. You know where the Discord is. Go and check it out if you want to go and join. General v General over here. The Markakoi winning apparently. I think that might have been because he's routed these Balearic slingers here. The Romans kind of clearing up over here. They're doing okay on this left flank. Right flank's still not looking great though. They're holding for now. They need to get some of these cohorts over here. They need to get. I mean, there's units over here that just aren't really moving. I think one of our teammates did decide to just go AFK for a moment, and it kind of cost. We needed those men moving. The standard bearer here, he's holding the line. Keep the eagle high, sir. He's fighting hard. I'll give him that. If that standard bearer falls, then that's like -10 morale, surely. Yeah, I mean, the cohorts Aquili, they're winning it easily in this fight here. Lawson is starting to waver here, and a general's actually wavering as well. I don't know if they've been focusing him down or what, or if he's just been, I don't know, maybe army losses coming into it. I mean, they're surrounding, like, they've got a lot of units over here. There's a lot of cohorts Evercarter and Clibanorum, like, tying stuff down. This is all being tied down by one back toy here, which is just a spear unit. It's losing. They just need to get around it. Surround spears, you kill them. It looks like both sides are just trying to counter-flank each other. I mean, they both nearly did it, but here we go. Big break in the center here as the 7th cohort, or the 7th Legion, is starting to crumble, which is historically the 14th, but it's the 7th in our battle. And we've got these Clodargos surrounding the cohorts here, or the like the auxiliary cohorts. I mean, I don't know if it works the same. Shock infantry against spears, it's a nasty combination. Fight on, men. Fight for your citizenship. That is basically what they're fighting for. A good rear charge there from the general into the Clodargos. That probably did a decent amount of damage. Don't know whether it killed him, I don't know. Might got that general killed, to be honest. I think he's routing. He's wavering. That's not a good sign. The centre's still holding for now with some cohorts of Spaniard, but they're about to get surrounded by some heavy spears here. And the general over here is in real trouble as well, getting surrounded again by another Clodargo. Again, another heavy shock infantry doing a lot of damage here. I think this is the governor himself, yes. He's in real trouble. Still cleaning up units over here with the cohorts España for now. Routing another one. Because all you got to do is just try and flank units. As soon as it starts to wave, a unit wavers, just try and flank it. You can do so much damage. Just by flanking. Morale's the way you kill armies in DI, not killing them entirely. The cohorts Aquilai still in here. The 9th, they're holding well. They can see reinforcements arriving. Comrades of the 9th. Kill them. Actually, these I see they're kind of surrounded. You got the light infantry there. They're holding on, trying to support where they can. And the Clodargo's going in there as well, trying to rear charge these 9th legionaries. And the right flank is fully gone at this point. I mean, they're just getting enveloped. I personally feel like, I mean, look at the state of this side. This is from a flank that's, well, actually flanked. They, like, flanked really hard. This side over here, much closer. I know maybe you could argue skill of players. I feel like these guys actually kind of, like, didn't flank as much. And it kind of made it a little bit more even. The Romans had less men, but they had the positioning, which is kind of what the historically was like. Which is all well and good, but yeah, they kind of like just kind of went against the like the scenario and kind of just flanked. So I mean, it just kind of screwed over, but it happens. This is kind of, so we're gonna have an alt history battle here because this horde of Iceni is gonna descend on what remains of the Romans. The balance power is thin on the ground. These poor remaining 9th legionaries are gonna be butchered here, and the few unlucky few that get captured alive will be sacrificed to those savage Britannic gods. Probably better to kill yourselves, boys, than get captured. All I'm going to say. Oh, they're going to run. You're done for, boys, if you're going to run. There you go. Yeah, these guys getting annihilated. I think there's a few units out here as well. We might see a rear charge in a moment here from a general. We've got some cohorts Evocata holding the line. They're going to get rear charged here. It's going to be brutal. Oof. In they go. Kill them all, boys. Kill them all. I think the general here for Rome also going to do a charge. Try and break these swords. He might do it. Oh, everyone broke, in fact. Everyone but the Britons. But there you go. A costly enemy victory for the Romans. It was a 4v3, so the Romans had an army less and still got insane kills, which shows the strength of Rome. I mean, like, you can see the Iceni didn't get, like, near as many kills, but there weren't as near as many Romans to kill, in fairness. They had, like, nearly, well, they had 12k men. I mean, this is against about, call it nearly 7k men. So it's like impressive from the Romans. But yeah, this was the Battle of Watling Street, a scenario we did. I hope you guys did enjoy. I mean, I was playing as one of the Roman armies. 144 kills for the legates there, 125 for my Batavian cav. My even my like auxiliary infantry, 220, very good. 183 with the cohorts Evocata, 314 with the Eagle cohort getting 272. 295 with a basic like legionary unit there. Some solid kills. All of them did well, to be honest. Omens playing as the 14th, well, the 14th Legion, but really the 7th. his general getting 24 kills. Oof, he had a rough day. Cohor's Nervium getting 155, 167 with the Tungorum. And then we've got Cohor's Jamina getting 242 kills. 194, some solid kills there, but yeah, some of them really did not get as many kills. Actually, he had a rough day there. Then we have Banana playing as the final Roman army. I think he went AFK just at the end, unfortunately, but he got some great kills anyway with his Avocado. 250, 278, 267. His Clibanorum getting 231, his Cav getting 132, and his Batavian infantry getting 328 kills, which might be the best out of any of our units, actually. Yeah, better than my Cole's Avocado. Then we have Rev playing as the Iceni. One of his first scenarios. It was great to have him here. I really enjoyed having him. Did a pretty solid job. 127 kills with his General. 108 with his Chariots. 103 with the other one. His Skirm's getting like 75 kills. His Heavy Infantry getting 142 kills. 110 with another. And then he's got like not much else really with kills, but that's fair enough. Baby Bob playing as another Iceni army, 130 kills with his heavy spears here. His like other spears getting 153 kills. His like swords, he had a healthy army left. His Baby Bob actually only lost like 1,000 men. Yeah, his swords 119, 148. 143 with the spears down here. Then we have Mythic playing as the Iceni, 100 nearly 100 kills, sorry, with the chariots here, 93. He's got 125 with his swords, his shock infantry, 113 with another, and then 83 kills with these like light infantry, not too bad, but nothing insane. There is Cyrus playing as the final Iceni army. His general, I think, must have fallen. He got 53 kills and then died. And then 176 with the Clodagos here, 130 with the Pictons there. It's not too bad for them. 93 with a sword infantry down here, and 85 with another one here. Yeah, not like insane kills, but like I said, not so many Romans to kill for them as there were Celts for the Romans to kill. But there you go, guys. That is today's DEI historical battle of the Battle of Watling Street. I hope you did enjoy. Boudica's rebellion was successful. She will now march on to London. Maybe Roman rule will be ended in Britain. Until the next time, I'll see you then. Bye for now.